So we got a nice video for y'all today. Your boy actually got a new build, a 6'11 Kevin Durant build. But it didn't start off as a Kevin Durant build, but I'm gonna show y'all how you can finesse the system to actually create this build. And it's gonna be called a walking bucket. We got a lot to dive into because I'm gonna show y'all everything. Y'all gonna get the builds before and after the cap breakers. And of course, I'm gonna give y'all the SIGs and the jump shots as well. So y'all know what it is by now. Without further ado, I need y'all to grab yourself that brew and let's get to the video.
If you don't know, it's Brutalsim on the scene, wicked and mean. With the next video on this YouTube thing, we got 2K news and rumors. Don't forget the tutorials and tips. Turn your my player to a bad man and rule the sticks. No matter the mode, record or park, even my career brute will get you a good start. Hit the like button, don't forget the notifications. Comment down below and welcome to the Brute Squad Nation.
Well, I'm taking it 6'11", 212 pounds with a 6'11 wingspan. Of course, continue on. And this is what I'm doing when it comes to applying these attributes. And trust me on this, we're gonna make this build a lights out shooter. So I know what y'all see right now, especially when it comes to shooting. I know y'all don't want to compromise that, but when you apply these cap breakers, you want to see a huge jump in how the attributes actually look. So I decided to max out a few things with this build. Of course, perimeter defense is important. Now, this build is a power forward. Of course, it's not really meant to really defend the perimeter, but it still could hold its own. I went with a 75 on the interior. You could actually go higher if you want. And of course, I always tell people, use my builds as a template to make your adjustments accordingly. You could experiment as well. Go try with and without cap breakers before you actually put some VC on it. Now, I did put the post control up here. It's very important. Let me bring out my badges because I'm trying to get that post fade phenom. You're gonna see the final version with cap breakers actually gonna have the post fade or the post up poet on legendary status as well. Trust me on that, this build is dangerous at all levels. I put a driving dunk. I had to max it out so I could at least get the contacts off too. Very important as well. Put the layups up there and the close shot up there so I'll be able to finish inside at a high clip. Rebounding, I maxed it out. It's not that high, but it's really good in terms of holding its own. I actually got matched up at center position multiple times in the rec, and because I understand how rebounding works in terms of boxing out and position as well, I was grabbing boards out rebound the center that I was playing against multiple times. Definitely dominate on the boards once you understand how to rebound. Speed was important, max it out. Agility important, max it out. Put the speed up to 81. I will actually put a little extra something with the cap breaker as well. The vertical, I got it at the 83 so I could get that pogo on legendary status. Now, I will, of course, put my max +1 on that and get it up there as well. Put it in legendary status, which will help me recover when I contest the jump shot. All right, so let's continue on right now. I'm not going to keep y'all here long, y'all. You get the Anthony Davis, Chris Webber, and of course, Danny Manning. Now, I will put this out there. This is not the final version because look at the one weakness. 3-point shots are allergic to the rim, which means I'm going to miss all my 3-point shots, but we're going to fix that in post build, of course, right? So let me show you all the version now real quick. All right, so this is the version of the build right here. You see the name at the bottom left, it's a walking bucket. Now here is how I decided to apply the cap breakers. Y'all see I didn't max the build out yet. Y'all see my VC is pretty low, man, so I'm really trying to operate within a budget right now and trying to grind my VC as much as possible. I'm not trying to dig all the way in my pockets, and I suggest that y'all do the same. So y'all see what I'm working with at the finished product, right? Let me show y'all the cap breakers I put. It was how much here? 4 here. Y'all see it started jump big time here. 7, then 6, 6, 5, then 3. A lot was gained by these cap breakers. Of course, overall, I had a lot of cap breakers, so I could make this type of build. So I do suggest that you make sure you have enough cap breakers to actually get this final product. Or you could, manipulate it however you see fit as well, man. You might not necessarily need to go all the way up with a 91, but one thing I was looking to get on this build was deep bomber, and of course a really high mid as well, so you could get that all-round KD type game as well, right? Remember, this is a Kevin Durant type build at 6'11. Very difficult to make, but trust me, the way this build is moving off the dribble and stuff like that, I think I really captured the KD feel. Now here's the passing accuracy. I went with the 82 so I could get certain different passing animations. I need to set it up by the way. I went with the 82 as well so I could unlock certain badges, and I went with the 87 steel so I could actually get, I think it's glove on bronze as well, right? So the final product is very nice. 94 and 91 on the shooting with an 80 free throw. You should be able to hit consistent as hell with this. 82 on the passing. For taller builds, you know you're going to be able to pass at a high clip as well. Max out the dribbling and speed with ball. And the way I'm moving with this, you would not even guess this was a 6'11". Trust me on that. Perimeter defense and interior defense is not elite, but it's good enough once you understand how to play defense and position yourself as well. And these are areas that you could make adjustments to if you see fit. Again, the 67, so I could get glove. I put the block up pretty high so I could at least get, I think it's silver. With the max plus ones, I'm going to level it up as well. The rebounding is maxed out when it comes to defensive. Or finishing around the rim, you're going to be able to do that at a high clip as well, right? So let me show you all the animations real quick before we head out. So it's Tyrese Maxey, one of the best passing accuracy in the game. I got Giannis dribble style, which will actually give me the ability to do size up and not have a hitch in my movement. Pro size up, of course. Breakdown Kevin Durant. Escape Kevin Durant. Pro for the combo move. Giannis for the crossover, one of the best crossovers for bigs, of course. Behind the back, I'm using Pro. The spin move, I'm using KD. Hesitation, I'm using Larry Bird. The step back, I'm using Pro as well. Zach LaVine for the triple threat style. We go through the scoring now. Of course, I'm going to show you the jump shot in a second, but I'm using the KD free throw, of course. The go-to shot of Kevin Durant as well. You will pull up Kevin Durant. I might change this. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not really liking the Kevin Durant dribble pull up. It's not like the old school KD dribble pull up that we used to have. So I'm not really liking that much. So I might actually change this to something like normal 2 or something like that. I think it's a little bit more consistent when it comes to the dribble pull ups, right? But the spin jumper, I'm using KD as well. Hop jumper, Kevin Durant. Remember, this is a Kevin Durant build, so I'm trying to use as much Kevin Durant animations as possible outside of maybe the jump shot. Again, the layups and stuff like that, these are what was there in the first place. I didn't change much. I will have to go and edit a few ones. So, and then of course I'm going to switch that motion style to Kevin Durant. I know there might be some faster ones, but who cares, man? It's all about trying to stay as true as possible to this build. Let me show you all the jump shot real quick. Now I'm currently using, I got this Kevin Durant one and I got this one right here. This one I'm using Kevin Durant. A lot of Kevin Durant with this one. This one is as true to the KD build as possible. So I started off with this one, then I switched it to the second one, of course, but this one actually gets a lot of greens as well. Y'all see the jump shot speed, the release speed is important. It's up there. The defensive immunity is an A+ as well, and the timing stability is a B+. So you're not gonna miss too often with this jump shot, right? So I'm using the Kevin Durant, of course, for the lower. Upper release, I'm using Kevin Durant and Beluba for the upper release too as well. Max out the speed, max out the release when it comes to you doing the visual cue as well. 20% on the KD and 80% on the Beluba. You're trying to get it off as quick as possible. That what actually adds a little speed to this jump shot. So y'all could definitely try that one out. The next one I have right now is this one right here, right? Michael Porter, Nicholas Claxton, and of course Jeremiah Robbins. 15% on Nicholas versus 85% to Jeremiah. So here are the dunk packages I'm using right now. Of course, back scratcher and quick drop of 2 is the same thing, right? Once you click on one, both will get highlighted. Of course, contacts of 2, definitely got these. Nothing too fancy, but at least your big will be able to drive and, you know, put some people in there. Not really a big, but of course a power forward. Quick drop off 1, one of the best dunk packages in the game. I'm using the athletic as well, one-handed off 1, and the dunk standing dunk regular. Nothing too fancy either right now. Remember, I still do have some action to put on this build, so I will have a few more animations open up that I will be reviewing after. I'm currently using the LeBron James dunk package, one of the better ones in the game, especially for taller builds. And he got some nice standing dunks within there as well. But I really like this dunk package. Of course, I'm using the Elite alley-oops, nothing too fancy, right? But I didn't want to use Pro once I got Elite. I don't like to use everything, right? So pretty much that's it when it comes to this build. The animations, y'all got everything, man. Let me know what y'all think. Again, it's a walking bucket build, and I'm really loving this build so far. I took it to a 1v1. It was going pretty crazy. I took it to the rec, was working really good as well. Lights out shooter, you could do pretty much anything. Once you use those 6, you will see how you're moving very, very free, very loose. It doesn't feel stiff. It does feel closer to my 610 version of the build, because I do have a 610 version of the Kevin Durant build, but this one got way more length and way more ability, and it actually might be able to shoot better as well, man. But again, let me know what y'all think about the build in the comment section. Let me know what type of adjustments y'all will make going forward, y'all. So that's all I got for y'all today. Till next time, I'm blessed and be safe out there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Notification bell is free and key. Peace.